Okay, so I'd like to make welcome to Australia Marcus from OTTO Sport in Germany and Stephen Dingwell from OTTO Sport Australia. So firstly, Marcus, tell us a little bit about OTTO, and I know that the company's world famous for making surfaces and has been around for a long time. Tell us a little bit about the company itself.
So OTTO Sport is a family-run company. We are located in Bavaria, in Germany. And over the last 30 years, we built more or less 6,000 riding arenas all over the world. Among the most prominent, I can mention the Olympics in Rio in 2016, or the World Equestrian Games in Kentucky in 2010. But most of our clients are not these prominent facilities. No, it's the small private riding facilities that we serve.
Yeah, so I know that everyone goes on about SIAC here has now got two beautiful arenas. They're both ebb and flow, and Willinga Park has now got OTTO services. I've personally ridden on both the ebb and flow and the classic surface that has got no ebb and flow. So they're both amazing, but it's not necessary to have ebb and flow, is it?
No, that's right. So we have this classic version without irrigation from the bottom. You need an external irrigation. And we have this ebb and flow version. I would say from the quality itself, both systems are the same. The only difference is the maintenance. And maintenance means watering, which can be tricky when you have a big outdoor arena when you have sprinklers and wind. You have spots where you have double water or spots where you don't have water. So the ebb and flow helps you with that. Maintenance is much easier. The quality is the same.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I've ridden on both of them, and I know that at Stephen, where you ride, there's an indoor arena with it and without the ebb and flow, and it's just fantastic. It never shifts. I teach on it all day, like 12 lessons, and it's absolutely like it was at the end of the day, like it was in the beginning. And it has overhead watering, so it's just absolutely fantastic. Stephen, I'll ask you a little bit about the mat that goes underneath is really important to the whole system, but it also creates a little bit of, like in the indoor arena, when horses canter across or do extended canter, we can hear the footfalls really easily. And some people think, oh, that surface must be really firm. That's not quite the case. So tell us a little bit about the mat and its effect.
Yeah, for sure, Roger. So that's true. We get, when we're cantering across the surface, it's nearly like an echoing type effect. And that's in fact the concussion going down through the mat and not back into your horse's legs. The mat's taking 40% of the concussion from each footfall like this. So it's something that's a little bit new for us, but it's partially why the system is so effective.
So the mat itself is actually, that is to reduce concussion. It's not to stop the surface slipping so much, it's more concussion, is it?
It's a multi-purpose, the mat. It's a very well-designed mat, which is helping with the drainage, also maintaining the moisture in the top surface, which is important. We have the knobs on the top here, and the design is actually to improve the stability. So it's a really big hero in the surface to stopping that shift and the tracking that you see in many conventional arenas.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting concept. But for me, being a dressage rider, I realise that you've got to do surfaces that are dual purpose, like here. But the surfaces are totally adjustable, aren't they? Like if you want it fluffier and softer, you can use less water. And explain that a little bit to us about how you can actually adjust your own surface to suit you.
Yes, so of course in the competition you have to decide, as maintenance groom, you have to decide what quality you deliver to your competitors. If it's your arena, you have the possibility to adapt it to your requirements, to what you want, how you want it. So you can, just by putting down the teeth of your harrow a bit deeper, or putting down the level of the water in your sub-irrigation system a bit deeper, you can make your arena a bit more fluffy. Or you can you can also make it more firmer if you just put the tines of the harrow more up or the water level more up.
Yeah, it is. It's totally adjustable. And I mean, you can see the adjustability. This arena out here is a little bit fluffier than what it is inside, but they're both beautiful to ride, and all the riders are ecstatic about the surfaces here.
The main components of our riding mat system is the mat itself, which is easy because we have it produced. We can put 1,200 square meters in one container. The most tricky part is to find the right sand as close as possible to our clients.
And then once you've done that, then you must mix other things in with it to get it looking like this. There's a fibre component. What else goes into it?
Yes, it's a fiber and it's a geotextile non-woven fabric. It's these additives have 3 jobs to do. They hold the water better in the sand, which would not be necessary in an ebb and flow system, of course, but in the classic. The next thing is the fibers and the geotextile give more stability to the sand and also more elasticity.
Yeah, it's certainly a fantastic system. And Stephen, I guess they're becoming more and more popular in Australia, getting more and more inquiries because, as we know, I mean, it's hounded into us that, the most important thing when you put 7 years of work into a Grand Prix dressage horse or the same into a Grand Prix show jumper, the soundness and getting concussion out of their legs is one of the most important things. So surfaces are totally and utterly, they might be expensive to put down, but in vet bills and longevity of your horse, it's of the utmost importance.
Yeah, that's 100% true, Roger. And we all have our prized possessions in our horses. We spend a lot of time in training, sourcing the horses. And, soundness is a big thing, and it's a big thing once the horses are actually produced. So this is really about longevity for your horses, to try and be on the front foot and try to stop, limit these breakdowns and these issues in joints. So it's completely vital.
So once you put the surface down like this, is there anything necessary in 5 years' time that you need to do? You need to top something up, do you add more fibre? Is it once it's down, it's down?
Well, you need a lot of maintenance work, of course, a good maintenance work. You have to pass with your harrow, you have to water it. What you have to do after a while is maybe laser leveling, and topping up is it depends a lot of the traffic you have on your arena and how good you maintain it. If you have a dry arena where the wind goes over, so you obviously will lose some sand and you will have to top up earlier. But normally that's a long time you need a top up.
Yeah, fantastic. Everyone talks about OTTO surfaces. That's all there is to it. I'm in Australia now, OTTO. There's not the OTTO surface here and OTTO surface there. They're becoming more and more popular, and with good reason. I mean, you can see this arena behind us has been ridden on for the last 4 days. It looks like it's never been ridden on. They just hot. They don't shift. They're really beautiful. The consistency is so nice. It is a fabulous system. It's obviously true and tried in Germany. Everyone in Germany talks about OTTO as well. So we thank you very much for your input into letting us know a bit more about the surfaces. And if you have any inquiries, of course, there's plenty of places to look up or speak to Stephen. Everyone knows Stephen Dingwall, based down in Murrum Bateman, down near Canberra. So I think it's with Stephen here, also knowing his stuff about the surfaces so well and being so involved in the sport. I mean, he's the aftercare is great as well. I mean, there's always no problem with contacting someone if you're having any problems whatsoever. So we thank Marcus very much for your time, and to Stephen, and good luck with putting in a whole lot more OTTO surfaces so our horses stay sounder and happier. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roger.
Thanks, Roger.